Sticks. It's confessions time, huh? Well, we gon' see how many of y'all keep it real. Watch this. Yo. Word to my nigga Doc. Shouts Pee Wee. Give a bit chick wee wee. Some of them like PP. Ugh, not me. Talk about that squirt. Trust Sticks put in work. Long strokes, he said, fuck me till it hurt. See, it's time for confessions. Black, white, Asian, and Mexican. Have you ever been fucked so bad that your boyfriend ain't what you thought and you left him? Then you fell on some new dick. Have you tapping out, damn, made your ass quit. How it goes with me. Bend your ass up like UFC. Some of y'all freaks, that's true indeed. Watching my kids like daycares be. Faking them sounds, keep it real with me. Is that pussy W-E-T? Is it Mando that he eat? Do you run the R-E-D-L-I-G-H-T? I'm just trying to see if you a freak. Do you like the toys? Do you make the noise? Have a nigga ever asked you to put your finger in this holy moly? You get a bag or a rollie? Fuck the dude in your house while your spouse was out and about? God damn. I'm just trying to see. Doc and Pee Wee. Confessions time. Peace. Sticks. Think Watts.
Take it easy.
Sticks. It's confessions time, huh? Well, we gon' see how many of y'all keep it real. Watch this. Yo. Word to my nigga Doc. Shouts Pee Wee. Give a bit chick wee wee. Some of them like PP. Ugh, not me. Talk about that squirt. Trust Sticks put in work. Long strokes, he said, fuck me till it hurt. See, it's time for confessions. Black, white, Asian, and Mexican. Have you ever been fucked so bad that your boyfriend ain't what you thought and you left him? Then you fell on some new dick. Have you tapping out, damn, made your ass quit. How it goes with me. Bend your ass up like UFC. Some of y'all freaks, that's true indeed. Watching my kids like daycares be. Faking them sounds, keep it real with me. Is that pussy W-E-T? Is it Mando that he eat? Do you run the R-E-D-L-I-G-H-T? I'm just trying to see if you a freak. Do you like the toys? Do you make the noise? Have a nigga ever asked you to put your finger in this holy moly? You get a bag or a rollie? Fuck the dude in your house while your spouse was out and about? God damn. I'm just trying to see. Doc and Pee Wee. Confessions time. Peace. Sticks. Think Watts.
Take it easy.
Yes, y'all. What it do, party peoples? I be your man, Big Pee Wee. Welcome to Officially Confessions. Thank y'all very much for tapping in tonight. We truly appreciate the love and the support. Again, we do this every Wednesday and Saturday night, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on YouTube, Twitch, and IG Live. Um, Do me a favor, ladies and gents. If this is your very first time joining us, please make sure that you hit the follow button, either if you're watching on YouTube, Twitch, or IG Live. Hit that follow button, man. Tap in and hit that follow button so you can be up to date every time we do go live. Anytime that you see any of our posts, any of our stories, anything like that, man, you get an opportunity to see it upfront and personal. Just make sure that you set your notifications where you can get things from Officially Confessions. We just two dudes having barbershop talk about everything underneath the sun, from relationships to dating to sex, you name it. We talk about it here on Officially Confessions, and we truly appreciate you guys tapping in. Thank you so much. Send out your Ubers, your Lyfts, your black limos. Let everybody know Officially Confession is about to pop off tonight. I'll be your man, Big Pee Wee.
It's your boy DLC. Welcome everybody. Confessions ready to get it going. And yeah, we here. Let's do it. What's up? Nice to see you, Beth. Where has Beth been? Wow. Great for you. That's wonderful. She said I'm blurry. How? Why come? Good to see you, Beth, even if I am blurry. But we up in here. Let's get it going so we can talk about some things.
Yeah, you blurry, you going in and out.
Yeah, I don't know why. Because I see you fine.
Yeah, you keep getting frozen or whatnot. I don't know what's going on with your Wi-Fi, homeboy.
I have.
You may have to log off and come back.
That's funny.
As we have these technical difficulties, but again, ladies and gents, we do appreciate you guys tapping in. What up, Beth? I'm glad that you are able to join us tonight. I mean, you know what's interesting? The fact that, you know, we've been doing this Officially Confessions for so long, right? And we've had a wave of a lot of folks come in, tap in to Officially Confessions. And Beth, I do want to say thank you so much for always being, you know, day one, holding us down, always being part of Officially Confessions. Truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. We truly appreciate the love and the support that you always give us. So thank you, thank you, thank you. As Doc is trying to get himself situated, I'm gonna pull up something that someone sent me, and I thought it was pretty hilarious. That it was, oh, wrong one. Where is it at? There we go. Let's see. Where is it at? Man, I might have lost it. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. Found it. So someone sent me this the other day, which I thought was freaking hilarious. He says, I recorded my coworker and I having sex on my iPhone. I recorded my coworker. Oh, wait. Let me back up. Let me start all over again. I recorded my coworker and I having sex on my iPhone. On the recording, coworker is calling my name. I'm not going to say the person's name. F me harder. Pull my locks. Take very nasty. Talking very nasty, and is sex as fuck. co-worker's boyfriend and stopped. The co-worker got a boyfriend and stopped seeing me. I still listen to our sex tape to drown out my wife's annoying conversation or to masturbate. Wife rented a truck for us and her brother to drive out of town on drive out of town for her sister's wedding. I volunteered to drive. I connected my phone to the rental car's Bluetooth and the sex audio played over the speakers. His name, F me harder. Wife beats me and digs her nails into my face. Her brother tries to fight me. They kicked me out of the truck and drove off. I need my wife to accept my apology and let me come back home, but her brother won't allow it. Advice. Holy crap. I want to hear y'all thoughts, man. I got my own when I first read it. That threw me for a loop. I'm not even gonna lie, threw me for a major loop. But I want to get y'all thoughts. Beth says, kick brother to the curb. I mean, that's a hard one though, Beth. That is a hard one. Let me read it one more time. I'm gonna read it one more time. I recorded. This is a friend of mine. I recorded my coworker and I having sex on my iPhone. On the recording, coworker calls my name, blank, F me harder, pull my locks, talking very nasty, and it was sexy as. Coworker got a boyfriend and stopped seeing me. I still listen to the sex tape to drown out my wife's annoying convos or to masturbate to. My wife rented a truck for us and her brother to drive out of town to her other sister's wedding. He volunteered to drive. He connected his phone to the rental car's Bluetooth and the sex audio played over the speakers. Blank, his name, blank, F me harder. His wife beats me and digs her nails in my face. Her brother tries to fight me. They kicked me out of the truck and drove off. I need my wife to accept my apology and let me come back home, but her brother won't allow it. Advice. Now, I'm not going to lie. So when I first heard this, when I read this, when I first saw this and I read it, and I had to read it like 3-4 times just so that I can kind of get like a grasp of what he was saying. Afterwards, I had to call him because there was a lot of stuff that was in between that he was leaving out in this text message. So, first, messing around with somebody at work, you run in a 50-50 chance, right? Now, mind you, my boy, he's already married. So I have no idea and why he decided that he wanted to mess around with somebody at work knowing that he's married. Now, I will be 100% on this one, you guys. I don't deal with people that are married and then they mess around. Like, that's not cool to me. You know, once you make that commitment of being married, like, all bets is off, man. Like, all bets is off. You are not, like, I personally, and it's just me personally, I will not stand around and watch you like cheat on your wife. Like, I'm gonna say something to you. I'm not gonna say nothing to her, but I'm gonna say something to you. But I'm gonna let you know where I stand though, because you're not gonna put me in an okie doke or put me in a situation where I feel like she's calling me like, hey, did you guys do questioning me and this is that and the other? I'm not cool with that. So I'm gonna let you know off the rip, like I'm not cool with that, none whatsoever. Two, with this situation is that now she got a dude, she broke it off with you. Like, why is that sex tape the very first thing that pops up? That's where I'm confused at. Why is the sex tape of you guys smashing the very first thing that pops up? That's where I'm confused.
Your sex tape got leaked?
So Doc is back in the building.
Anyway,
No,
your sex tape got leaked?
my sex tape did not get leaked.
Oh, you still have that in the safety deposit box?
Absolutely, we don't do that. That don't get out.
Oh, don't get out. You didn't say
No,
you didn't have one. It just doesn't get out.
it doesn't get out. You know what I'm saying? So that's two, and then three. You deserve to get kicked out the car. The fact that how embarrassing is that your wife sitting in
You
the
got to bring me.
passenger
You got to bring me up to speed because I don't. I just heard sex tape, and I know you have a few. So I thought you were just telling your fans and your public, saying, apologizing for it. But apparently, it hasn't. It's still safe. So with that being, what's going on?
So a buddy of mine sent me this for confessions. So I'm gonna read it again. He said, I recorded my coworker and I having sex on my iPhone. On the recording, my coworker is calling my name, which I'm not gonna say his name.
Yeah. What was his name again?
I'm not gonna say his name. Blank F me harder, pull my locks. She was talking real, very nasty, sexy talk, turned him on.
Telling him to put. So she had dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
My coworker now has a boyfriend and stopped seeing me. I still listen to the sex tape to drown out my wife's annoying convo or to masturbate to. My
Whoa,
wife,
he said this to you?
yeah.
That's a little too much information.
My wife rented a truck for us and her brother to drive out of town to her other sister's wedding. I volunteered to drive. I connected my phone to the rental car, to the
Uh-oh.
Bluetooth, and the sex audio played over the speaker. So, blank F me harder.
Oh my gosh.
My wife beat me, dug her nails into my face. Her brother tried to fight me. They kicked me out the truck and drove off. I need my wife to accept my apology and let me come back home. But her brother won't allow it.
He could not have said, how long has he been married?
They've been married 5 years.
They've been married 5 years. Because maybe he could have said it was old. Wait, did this happen while this happened while they were married, right?
Yes,
or is it
and
old?
it did. No, it is old, but it happened while they were married.
Right. So, and I don't condone lying, but I was trying to get my man out. He could maybe it's like this happened, my bad. I should have deleted it, but this happened before we were married.
But
And
you realize, I hear what you're saying, Doc. I hear what you're saying.
I'm trying to help my boy, the dreadlock Rasta. I'm trying to.
But at the end of the day, imagine you in the car in the
No,
passenger seat,
I
and
get
your
it.
wife puts that on and hearing another dude smashing your wife.
Oh, but that's not what
Regardless
we're
if,
talking about.
but regardless if it was if it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, way before you, And then all of a sudden this comes on in the car. Samantha sucked his dick. Samantha,
Oh,
like,
oh.
Samantha, ooh,
You,
you got
you,
that
you
good dome.
you got to get. Do you want it in your face?
Like,
Oh,
you hear
talking,
that.
talking greasy. Oh man.
You little slut, take this. You little,
So
like,
is that two questions? Is that grounds for? Well, it is grounds for breaking up if you find out that it happened during the time you guys are together. So number one. Number two, what if it really did happen prior to? Is that grounds for breaking up?
it's not, I don't think it's grounds for breaking up, but you really do put yourself in a situation for that to happen, though.
Wait, for what to happen?
For you to get a divorce.
If it happened before,
Homie, it could have happened last week. I can tell you it happened 20 years ago. Like, it don't matter. It don't matter if it happened yesterday.
no, it doesn't matter if it happened yesterday and it happened 10 years ago. Now, in your mind, right, you still can't unsee it or unhear it, no matter when it happened. I got that. I feel you on that. What I'm saying is, if this really did happen before and you still kept it, is that grounds?
Absolutely.
Why?
Why are you keeping it?
No, I got you. Listen, I'm just playing devil's advocate. No,
but I'm like,
because
I'm gonna be that person. Why did
I've been in that situation? So that's why I'm asking. I've been in that situation. Why did you
keep it?
No, I didn't keep it. I found a tape that she had from a previous relationship.
Again, why did she keep it?
I don't know, but that's the same exact question I asked. I was like, why do you still have it? Why do you still have it? Like, what did she say? Like, didn't even really give me a reason why she still had it. Kind of just like, this is my stuff. And I was like, no, this is our stuff because we live together, right? And I wasn't snooping. I saw a tape. It was a VHS tape, and I put it in. I didn't know what was on it. I wasn't thinking she was getting smashed on the damn tape. And I was like, so when we had the conversation, I was like, yo, why do you still have this tape in my house?
Oh, it was in your house.
I mean, when I say my house, it was ours, but it was, you know, I can still say this is mine, even though it's ours.
So
like we lived together.
A tape of her getting dogged out from a dude
from a previous relationship, a guy that she used to date,
just slutting her out, and you sat there and you watched it. Her just getting,
I didn't watch the whole thing. I couldn't watch the whole thing.
Getting tossed around by another dude.
You can't unsee it.
Like, she gave this dude a Gaga 3000, and you sat there.
Okay, now you're doing too much. I didn't see all that. I didn't go through all that. I did. She was getting smashed, and I heard a couple moans, and then I was like, I was just flabbergasted that you would still keep it. So I said that. I was like, well, why do you still have it?
Was the moan in this video louder than when she was with you?
I mean, I didn't check the sex decimals to see how high it was. But yeah, so I've been there and I asked the same exact question. Why do you still have it?
I mean, what did she say?
I cannot, it's so long ago. I can't remember what she said, but I couldn't unsee it, nor could I forget about it. What could I really, all I could say was that's being disrespectful to me and to this household that you still have that in here. I couldn't say, what else could I say? Like, it happened before, but it's just whack that you still have it here.
So did y'all stay together?
We stayed together maybe about a year after that.
Oh, so you
Maybe,
really didn't unsee it.
maybe about a year. But she had did a couple suspect things with things in her past that was whack. Um,
Like what?
I found a list of guys that she had been with
So is this before the sex tape or after the sex tape?
before.
So before the sex tape, you
Yeah, this
found
was
a
before.
list of the guys that she smashed.
Yeah, that she had been with. So
Okay, so let me back up. Let me ask this question. Was y'all no, yeah, you guys were in a relationship because you guys was living together.
we were living together.
Okay, so you found a list of all the guys that she smashed. Was the list 5 and greater, 10 and greater, 20 and greater, 30,
It was
50?
definitely more than five. I cannot remember.
So it was like 50.
It wasn't it wasn't 50, but it wasn't five. But here's the problem that I had, besides, again, why do you have this? There was a name on the list of somebody that I knew that they were still friends with, that she said she had never been with any of her friends. Like any of the male friends that I knew, they were just platonic friends. Okay, cool. And I knew this dude separately from her. So I was like, why is this name on the list when you said that nothing had ever occurred with any of your peoples? Just in conversation, whatever that conversation was, whenever it came up. And she was like, well, we weren't together. I was like, so what? Why would you? Now you're trying to play me. Why would you put the name on a hit list of somebody? Then she was like, well, we didn't really do it, and we came halfway. You know, like all that. Like she didn't say he just stuck the head in, but that's basically what she was trying to say. Oh, he just put the tip in, and we almost did it, but we didn't. Bitch, this ain't hand grenade or horseshoes. Those are the only thing where almost counts. And why would you put the name on the list if you guys didn't do that? So that was before.
So let me ask you a question since you said that. If you just stick the head in, does that count?
Yes. Yeah, that counts.
I'm just asking.
Yeah, that counts. Like, that doesn't count?
Hey, don't get mad at the messenger. I'm just asking.
No, I'm asking, does that count?
Hey, look, hey, Doc, I don't want you to have I
No.
don't want you to
No, I'm asking. No, seriously. If you were with somebody, right, and you didn't finish, but you gave it a little boopsie, would you count that as somebody that you slept with? Even though it didn't go, huh?
Absolutely. But I don't want you to I don't want you to fall back. I don't want to have you have like a relapse.
Oh, absolutely not. When I say this was so long ago, this got to be 25, this like 30 years ago.
I was just asking the question. If you
No,
just
but that was crazy. That's just like does that count? So if you came home and your girl had been with a guy, well, he'd only put the tip, and he'd be like, "Oh, okay, it's just a tip. Just wipe it off and just wipe off the top, and you can go on home."
The fact for
That
me,
kept,
the fact that you put yourself in that situation is enough for me. Regardless if he stuck it in or not, the fact that you put yourself in that situation, I'm out.
well, that was right. No, I got you. But again, that happened before me. My issue was that you had said that you had never been with any of your close male friends, and this was a guy that they hung out all the time.
Look, I hear you, and I'm with you. But she had a hit list of 40 people that was on this list.
It wasn't 40.
You know?
It wasn't 40. No, I wasn't 40.
Hey, look, what I'm saying is this. for her to have a list. She was very careless.
Very careless.
Bring
Yeah.
a list into the house, to
Well,
bring
okay,
one of her
wait. So
sex tapes into the
does this
house.
matter? Okay, wait. So this is two separate households, right? The first, which where the hit list was, this was a place that was hers, and I moved into that place. We then moved from that place and got another place together. So
So the
her hit
sex
list was
tape.
actually that was actually her place.
So then that's null and void. You
Right.
was doing the snooping around
And
and
I wasn't
trying to
snooping
find
around.
stuff.
I wasn't
You
snooping. I
know,
found it. I wasn't snooping.
I mean, you was trying to be Inspector Gadget over here, and then found
No,
her hit
actually,
list.
I think it was like under the mattress, like in between the mattress and the box spring or something like that. So I think it was like something with changing the bed or something like that. It wasn't like, deep in the crevices of a drawer, and there was none of that. It was like in the bed or something like that.
Yeah,
But
that's
again,
careless.
if it
One,
was
that's
her place,
careless.
she wasn't tripping.
But still, even if it's your place and you find something, see, if you'd have said like, I went into the closet and it was in one of the books that was up in the
Yeah.
shelves,
That was
like,
inside of a suitcase. It was like, yeah, no, it wasn't
right.
none of that. It wasn't that.
So I go back to that's why I look at it. You was careless and really didn't care the fact that it's underneath a mattress where you guys
Yeah,
slept.
yeah,
Now I will say like you might have forgot that it was even there.
right,
It
maybe.
wasn't, whatsoever. But here's the deal. When you have somebody move into your spot
Yeah,
or they move in,
you gotta go to get a forensic, and you gotta wipe it all down, like Dexter. When Dexter would kill somebody, Dexter would clean up the spot. He wasn't leaving nothing. You gotta
you
do
gotta
that.
you gotta go before this person moves in. You personally have to go through everything before this
Agreed.
person moves in. Just
Yeah,
going through your drawers, going through the closet, going through everything, knowing if you have things that may be in your spot that will cause a situation in this new relationship. Now, mind
agreed.
you, if you don't have nothing, you haven't done anything or anything like that, then it's no point in going through and trying to figure out, oh, let me get rid of this, move this, put this away, or whatever it is. It's because you don't got nothing to hide. But what I'm saying is, she knew she wrote this list. So she knows if a dude, she was at somebody's house and a dude had a hit list of all the chicks that he smashed, she knows she wouldn't like it. Two,
For sure.
she knows that if she would have came across a sex tape of you smashing another chick, she wouldn't have liked it. So that's what I mean. Like, look at it from the other person's perspective of finding something like that in the house that you guys are coexisting together in.
No, I get it. I agree. Absolutely, I agree.
That's just me. That's just me.
So let's get back to your guy. So the wife hears him going buck wild, and she won't accept him back, or her brother won't. First of all, the brother is he can feel however he feels, but that's not his call. Like, yeah, you're not happy with it, but he got to stay out of that. The brother got to stay out of that. That's her
Uh,
decision. That's her relationship. Not saying that
so,
you're happy with it, but he got to stay out of that.
and I agree with you 100%. And that's the same thing I asked him. So let's back up just a sec on this, though, right? The brother had moved in with them and stayed in their back house for a little while. He moved out of the house and now he has his own spot. For whatever reason, the brother feels like he still has like a say so in their house. And I'm
Because
like,
he lived
because
there,
he lived there.
because he was a
And I'm like,
squatter. He was a squatter.
so I'm like, at the end, like, this is my house.
He don't
Like,
have no say about nothing
at,
at all.
at all. This is my house.
Whether
Like,
that
you,
happened or not, you don't got no say so what goes
none
on over here.
that goes on. And so I had said to him, I said, why is she taking like her brother's advice? And then I kind of thought about it. I was like, one, she's embarrassed because the brother was in the car when he heard it.
Mm.
Like, that's where I got like, oh, he was in the car, he heard it, she was embarrassed. And so this is the only person that she can confine in. She can't tell nobody else. How embarrassing is it that for her to tell somebody else? She might tell a girlfriend or whatever it may
She'll
be,
tell a
but
girlfriend. She'll tell a girlfriend.
she ain't telling everybody else. So it's gonna stick between the brother and the girlfriends. That's it. That's the circle that's gonna stay in. So I was like,
He didn't
I
try to
told him,
come up with he didn't try to come up with nothing.
he said it literally happened all pretty fast. Because let me I go into that. So when I told him, I said, there should be no reason why you can't go back home. Like, your name is on the deed of this house.
Right.
You pay the bills in this house.
Right.
You did not go back home to a house that you paying on. To me, is ridiculous. That's what I told him. Like, this is ridiculous. There's no way
So she so she won't allow him. She's like, you can't come back here?
you can't come back here.
No, you trip. I mean, I know you're upset and all that, but you can't just no. And I'm paying the bills here? No. I get it. You're mad. I understand. And you might want to break up. You may want to. Does she want a divorce now?
They're still in discussions.
Mm.
But again, if I am paying I don't give a damn if I ain't paying a bill in this house, but my name is on this
On this paperwork.
on this paperwork. Like,
Were they having marital problems?
nah,
They weren't?
nah.
Damn. I'm trying to have homeboy come up with something, but there was no marital problems.
None. Everything was good.
Everything was good. Apparently, it was good. So was Dreadlock Rasta. So was Petra. She was good too.
So he said it happened all fast because he said when they got in the car, they were really just sitting in there talking. And as they were just talking and everything, he said, you know how you get in the car and then the conversation starts to die down and they like, oh, put some music on. That's what he did. Here, plug my phone up.
That's all bad.
And
Damn.
as soon as he plugged the Bluetooth up, it started playing. And the first thing that they played was that.
Pull my dread.
And he said before he knew it, he trying to cut it.
He trying to cut it off.
He trying to get the phone to cut it. Like,
It might have been if she didn't call his name, he could have got out of it. He could have got out of it if she didn't call his name, because he could have been like, I was watching something, I was watching some porn, or what. He could have got out of that.
But the fact she called his name.
Well, when she called his, when she called his name, you was watching a porno with your same name with a character like, oh man.
But see, if you had a common name, you might have got away with it. It ain't a common name,
Oh, so what is it again?
huh?
Say what? Damn.
Not a common name. If you'd have been
Do
like
they have
Tom,
kids? Do they have kids?
no kids.
Shit. This dude
If
is
there
fucked.
was nothing wrong in the marriage, why did he even begin messing with his coworker? You know the sad piece to that is, Beth, dudes just do dumb stuff. like dudes
Yeah, they
just do
do.
stupid stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, they do. I don't, but they do.
You at work, she's attractive.
You see the
At work,
attractive, you see every day. And we've always said this, right? A lot of times you spend more time with your coworker than you do
with your wife or
with your
anybody at
significant
home.
other. They say you get to work at 8 o'clock. With you would say you work 9 to 5. You get there 8:45. Woo, woo, woo. You see this person passing lunch. You're clowning, whatever. You get off of work at 5:30, maybe 6. By the time you get home, let's say 7 o'clock. Hopefully, your significant other is there the same time as you, but maybe not. Okay, you may have a couple little pleasantries. You get some dinner. You go to sleep. You start over. So you didn't really spend any quality time, right? You spend more time with this person that you see every day, and they start to look like the last pork chop in Compton. They start looking better and better every day you go to work. Don't fuck around and you get into an argument with your significant other, or there's some the situation gets a little rocky and things ain't up to snuff, and you see this person every day. Man, that can easily happen.
Absolutely.
That can easily happen. You spend then you may start coming home a little late. Oh, we went and got drinks after work. And so now you leave work and becomes more social as opposed to work. And you start staying at work a little later. Y'all went to the Regal Beagle to have some drinks. You went to Taco Tuesday, had your little margarita. And the more and more social time that you spend on top of the time seeing the person at work, before you know it, you're pulling somebody's dreads.
I mean, and you're right. You're 100% right. But here's the deal. Before we start doing stuff outside of the office, like that's where I think that saying of like, oh, this is my work wife starts to come into play. Is because now she knows that you got a wife. And so now you guys start having conversation. You guys are talking about stuff. Next you know, you guys are going out to lunch together. You come back, you guys are in the office together. You know what I'm saying? You guys go home separate ways. Come back to work, you guys do it all over again. And then I think at some point, just like Doc said, as a dude, you're going to try to push your limits. And then you're going to be like, no, real talk. Like you said.
You see a little opening, like, oh, shit.
You'll be like, hey, let's go to, what you doing after work? Let's do Taco Tuesday. And then now you guys are getting lit at Taco Tuesday. And alcohol becomes courage. People
you ain't never lie, right? What you've now been thinking becomes a lot easier when you have some Cavassier.
And next you know, be like, oh, I've always thought you was cute. Oh, you did you? Like, oh.
Then when your tacos come in and your tortilla, your chips and your salsa, you don't put your hand under the table and then you touch her knee and you touch her and you look, you know how you
See,
just play and she didn't do nothing. You're like, oh snap, okay.
you
Then
start pushing your limits.
you start letting that hand rise a little bit. Before you know it, you right by that thigh and almost right at the entrance. And she ain't said nothing. And you over there kikiing, still pouring her drinks. And before you know it, boopsie.
You done stuck the tip in.
Mm, mm, mm.
That's how it happens.
That's how it happens.
But the fact that he kept the fucking around and masturbated with it is speaking volumes. Beth, you ain't lied. The fact that my dude told me that he was still masturbating to it,
Yeah, that
but
was a little too much. That was a little too much for me.
the fact that I look at, because he said like to drown out my wife's noise.
So that's
I
why I was
think,
asking, was there any problems or was she just getting on his nerve?
but again, Doc, you've been married before. We've all been in relationships that we've been underneath the same roof with our significant other. After a while, like things things are good, but like you just don't want to deal with your significant other. Like you want to come in the house and do what you want to do. I don't want to sit up and hold a full conversation with you. I've been in work all day. I've been in traffic all day. I just want to come home, relax, watch some TV, and go to sleep. Maybe get a little nookie before before we go to sleep, and then
And while I'm getting a Nikki, don't talk. I don't want to
oh,
hear about shit else. Just let me do what I need to do, okay?
that's it. Cover your mouth. Cover your mouth. That's it. Yeah, but that's
But she's right. The fact that he kept it and was pulling out his swipe and going to town,
it's a
that speaks to
problem,
something that definitely,
you know.
definitely.
But
I mean,
when you
was he not getting any from his wife?
no,
Was she rationing stuff? Was she rationing out the booty?
no, no. Like I said, everything was fine. But again, everybody's sexual appetite is different.
Oh, so
Everybody's sexual,
he just wanted to stay in it all day, huh?
everybody's sexual appetite is a little different.
He just walking around with his pecker out.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
this ain't
mean,
gonna take care. This ain't gonna take care of itself.
we've been on confessions. Let me say this. If you've been on confessions long enough, you know that's not Doc's thing, right? But
Absolutely not.
other people, that's their thing.
Yeah,
So again, everybody's appetite is different when it comes to that. But I look at, for him to keep it and to do that, like
there's something missing.
exactly.
She might be totally opposite from his wife, right? You said she talking dirty, pull my hair. She talking slutty. He may not get that
Exactly.
from his wife. So he goes back into that's maybe that's what he's really into, and his wife isn't. That's what he really likes.
Right. And so that sparks like that not the curiosity, but it sparks like that, like you are fiending for that. Like you're literally fiending for that. Like you cannot wait to get that moment alone so you can watch this video again. You're fiending for it.
Man,
Drums 44. What up, T? Thank you for tapping in, homeboy. I mean, but Beth, the coworker, was exciting. But here's the deal. Like anybody that you deal with in like your, let's just say your past, everybody's different. No one is the same. But you remember that there are certain people that really stand out still to this day for you.
And how? Yeah, they are. But here's the deal too, though.
But there's
If
a
you're in a,
reason why they stand out. And you have to ask yourself why they stand out.
I mean, that's like, I mean, there's going to be certain, and not even necessarily from a sexual standpoint, right? But there could have been really good relationships that you had prior to the serious one that you are currently in, that you just like, man, that was a cool situation. That was a cool person. So yeah, that person could stand out. It doesn't necessarily have to mean it's sexual.
But we're on this end, that's what we're talking about though.
Okay, so everybody has somebody to be like, man, I remember we used to get it in, even if you're in a situation. And it doesn't mean that you're um trying to relive that, but it's something that you remember as part of your past. Like, damn, that used to be the bomb right there. I mean, just because you got into a situation, those past memories aren't just gonna be erased.
I mean, I wouldn't expect your past memories to be erased. But on the sexual end, right? There's people that stand out. There's a reason why they stand out. So you have to ask yourself, like, out of all the people that you've been with, like, why do these certain people stand out? There was something that they did sexually that turned you on, that got your got that blood moving, that got you excited for you to remember them.
Okay, but what does it have to do with your current situation?
That person ain't doing it for you.
Because you remember someone else, that means the person that you're currently with doesn't do it for you because you didn't forget someone you had dealt with in the past.
No, it's the fact that somebody in the past set the bar high. And when they set that bar high, now just say, maybe it is the way that they kiss. You just truly enjoyed the way that they kissed. But your significant other don't kiss the same way. You're going to always revert back to that kiss that you got that was just spectacular. That's why, like, with some people, their very first time that they kiss is spectacular to them. It's because they've never kissed anybody before. So this is the very first time, and it's spectacular until they find somebody else that does it better. But if you don't find somebody that's done it better, like you still revert back to what was great.
Hmm.
You
I
still
don't.
convert.
I think no matter how good it is with the person that you're with, you're not gonna forget, or you're not gonna potentially not think about or remember a partner that you would consider to be, you know, on your Mount Rushmore, right? No matter how good it is with the person that you're with, you're gonna remember that person. You're gonna
Are
remember
you?
that. I think so. I think so. Because that made that person special. Special people you remember.
But that's what I mean. This has nothing to do with like our conversation, this is strictly physical.
Right,
So if
right.
this
But that
person,
physical part still made them special. And even if you're with somebody that is bomb, but that person, it could have been one episode, it could have been a place that you did it, that you never did it before. It's a multiple different scenarios that could occur that why you would not, ever forget that person, even though you're with somebody and it's good.
so you're telling me you
And that
could
doesn't mean that, oh man, it was so good. And even though it's great where I'm at, I would sure like to get back there. I'm not even saying that, but you don't forget it. Now the issue comes if it's so good that you're trying to get it again when you're in a situation. That becomes an issue.
and a
But
lot of
if it's
people do
something
that
that
all the
you
time.
remember and you're not trying to go back and do it again, I think that's the problem.
People do it all the time. That's the problem. People do it all the time.
People do what all the time?
Go back.
Well, yeah, that's a problem. I agree.
And let truth be told, and the sad piece about it is social media doesn't help. Social media does not help none whatsoever. Because I might not have talked to this person, and now all of a sudden,
They are my timeline.
yep.
I mean, well, you're single now, but do you have a top three that like just like, oh man, no matter, like there's these two that or these three that are they they're my top three. And if you have a top three or top two, even though you get into a relationship, they're still gonna be at the top. Even if the one your situation you're in, even if she bumps one of them down, okay, they come down a notch, but you're still not gonna forget them. To this day, I can still remember how wonderful it was. I don't need a recording to visualize it. That's what Beth said.
Hmm. I mean, I hear you, Beth.
But there's nothing wrong with a real visualization.
No,
So now, if you have things from a previous relationship, when you get into it, do you throw everything away or do you put it in a safety deposit box? Do you still keep it someplace that only you know where it is, or you're in a new situation, do you get rid of it?
no, I got to get rid of it.
You're getting rid of it.
Oh, absolutely. Because the last thing I need is for you to find something.
The what?
The last thing I need is for you to find something. So I'm getting rid of it. The last thing
Mm-hmm.
I need, and again, that's where I go back to uh me me literally trying to find before you move in, going through everything and make sure I find everything. I gotta find everything.
Do a real cleanup, huh?
Got to. Any condoms that I, had, any pictures, any letters, any videos, you name
You
it.
gotta get rid of the condoms.
Now, if these are condoms that she ain't never seen before, I'm getting rid of those.
But why would you get rid of? She know that you had been dating or dealing with folks before, and you still have you got condoms there. There's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. If you say so.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
If you say so.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
So let me ask, ladies, if you moving in with your dude, or your dude is moving in with you, or you guys moving in together at a spot, and you find a box of condoms, are you gonna say something to him, or you're not gonna say nothing to him?
And then you do like, I bought this for us.
But y'all don't use condoms.
Oh, you just in it raw dog. Wow. Okay. Well, just in case. Now, if you don't use them, if you guys don't use them and you had them, then of course she's gonna be like, well, why do you have these? So that's different. So I get that.
Right. But if we are using them, and these are not the same brand that I use with you,
Yeah,
these are
but then
different.
why would you do that? Why would you switch up? You got a brand that you rock with.
Hey, goes back to we dealing with a lot of people that are not too smart.
Hmm. Okay.
Vietnamese Vixen said, hell yeah. Beth said, I wouldn't care. Vietnamese Vixen said, we are having a major discussion. Vietnamese Vixen says, doesn't matter. So I'm confused. Does it matter or it doesn't matter? Fat and Sweet said, I wouldn't care, but if we don't use them, then throw them
Throw them
away.
away. I mean, that's the only thing I got to say. If you don't use them, then she's going to be like, well, why do you have them? Hmm.
And then if you were like, she's like, just throw them away. You like, oh, do I really, do I really need to throw them away? Would that raise a red flag if he don't want to throw them away?
Yeah. Because if he planned on doing something, why would you keep that in your home? Right? If you are out in them streets still, why are you going to keep that in the house?
Oh, you sure
Yeah,
you don't
just
want me
like,
just to keep them?
yeah, you got to now put yourself in a situation with your significant other over $10. Man, just throw them joints away, and for the next time, go out there and re-up.
Go hide them better.
Right, exactly. Go act like you throwing the trash out, and you dig a hole under the bushes.
Go and throw those to the side.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, again, we're dealing with folks out here that's not too savvy. And they make mistakes like that. So I'm just saying, motherfuckers be out here be like, you sure? Maybe when it's that time of the month for you, we could use them. Starts making excuses on why not to throw them away. But I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. Like, I know for me, if it's my house and you telling me to throw something away, I ain't throwing away nothing. You ain't running in this house.
Even if she moved in?
You moved in with me and you want me to start throwing stuff away?
You don't find it to be disrespectful?
That I got condoms now. You want me to throw condoms away? That's disrespectful?
If I moved in, we don't use them. So why are you keeping them?
Because if it's that time of the month, I'm using it for that.
Oh, that ain't never stopped you before.
Well, I don't run a red light raw.
But you're still running the red light.
Well, the condom on.
Hey,
Like, huh?
you're still running the red light.
What a condom on? Not raw.
Okay. So none of it's gonna get on you?
Not there.
What where?
Maybe on your thigh,
It's still on you.
your pelvic area. So,
It's still on you. What difference is that? It's still on you.
hey, but it's not on it.
Okay.
I'm just saying it ain't on it.
Okay.
I mean, how do you do it when you run the red light?
I don't run red lights.
Why are you stuttering?
How I said, I don't run red lights.
I don't run the red light.
I mean, we know you do. You just going right through the yellow all the way through the red.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
You are.
Don't try to throw it off on me.
No, I'm not. You just said that. I said I don't, but you do. But you
I
just
didn't
said
say
you
that.
do. Yeah, you did. He's like, well, with a condom on.
No, I was talking about the scenario. That's all.
No.
I didn't say, yeah, me, Pee Wee, this guy
Uh,
right here, I do it. I didn't say that.
uh, okay. Hmm.
That I mean, we can play it back because I didn't say me.
You were talking about yourself.
Yeah. Um, not me.
Okay.
Do women like that during that time?
I've heard that during that time, they're more like they're horny during that time.
That's what you heard.
That's what I heard. Mhm.
Uh, that's not what she
Yeah.
told you.
No, she didn't tell me that. No, but I did hear that. And let's ask the ladies. I think because your hormones and stuff like that, I heard that they're more like their sex drive is more intense during that time of the month.
And that's
And I could
interesting.
be, but let's ask the ladies.
I mean, it's interesting you say that because I've heard the opposite. Like women don't feel
Well, I can
like
see that because women don't, because they don't feel pretty, let's say, right? Because
yeah.
of that. But I've definitely heard that, or is it leading up to it? Let's see what did the ladies have to say.
I mean, Beth says she absolutely is on it.
Beth, we're not asking you, Beth. You're always ready. It doesn't matter.
Uh, I'm to the extreme. It's true.
I don't
I
know what
mean,
I'm to the extreme. What does I'm to the extreme mean?
I have no idea. Like extremely horny?
During that time?
during that time.
Mm.
I haven't. I mean, the fact that she said after that it's true, so I'm just gonna assume. I mean, it's interesting because I mean I know some that are, then I know some that are like, meaning that the sex drive is sky high. Right before you get your period, you are more hornier. While
That's what I was
on it,
saying. So was it leading up to, like, a couple of days before? Um, or is it actually when it is happening? But I believe that I've heard, like, while it's happening. But I think, again, a female doesn't necessarily feel, you know, uh
but I mean that's what she's fat and sweet
attractive or
said.
or or
While
or,
on it,
or
right after it, as not as much.
wait, she said right after it she doesn't want it as much.
She said while on it and right after, not as much.
Mm.
So I mean, I guess we're both right. Like, because Beth said during it is the bomb.
Of course Beth said that. What else would she say?
That's why you keep your rose next to your nightstand. You use a rose while on your menstrual cycle?
Well, I don't I don't think you're putting it in, right? Aren't you just playing with the clitoris, with the clit? If you're playing with the clit, then you're not going all the way in,
But regardless, like,
because there's a difference. You just grazing the top.
hey, I'm look, I'm a dude. I have I don't understand the psyche of a woman, but like I'm thinking, and in my head is like, even though you're on your menstrual cycle, to be using a rose, like now when you get extremely excited, like there's fluid,
Oh, them fluids, they all meet each other.
so like they clashing.
Oh, I mean, that's a good point. That's a good point.
I mean, do you guys lay a towel down when you guys do that? Do you guys do it in a shower, in a
Somebody
tub?
said it's only for the clit. It doesn't go inside. Use a rose anytime.
But you ain't gonna fill it with a tampon inside. So you got a tampon inside and you playing with yourself?
Well, yeah, they got to have a tampon inside. They need something to stop all the stuff that's going to come out. You got to stop that joint.
This is new information for me, bro.
Like a stopper, like when you go take a shot, like in the tub, you put that stopper in there to keep the water. It's the same thing. That's a tampon. It's a stopper.
So the stopper is soaking up all that stuff.
All that stuff. And then I guess when you get yours off,
You pull it
you
out.
you you pull it out. Yeah, I mean, because you got
No.
to pull it out. You got to pull it out anyway.
That's where I go back to. It's a whole lot of different fluids.
Right. So you just get the one that now got it got the cum juice. It got it got
Like,
the things that your body goes through on a monthly. You go ahead and you clean that joint up, put a new one. Thank you, God bless you. Good night. You go to sleep. You got yours off.
Beth said, nah, the tampon got to come out.
Oh, beforehand.
It doesn't touch any fluid from just sitting on the top of the clit. No, I got that. But it's the fact that you stimulate yourself. And as you stimulate yourself, There's other
Juices start to flow.
fluids. Yeah,
Juices
like
start to flow. Well, P, that shows how much you know about the female's anatomy.
well, it's not that I don't know about the female anatomy. I just don't know about the female anatomy when it comes to that that type of that month. When that month starts.
Hmm.
And the sad piece, I got 2 girls, so I should know.
Better find out. But then again, I mean, you're definitely not gonna have no conversation about no rose.
Oh, absolutely not.
Unless we're going to the florist. That's it.
Absolutely not. Not with them. Yeah, no. Yeah. All right, ladies and gents, we're gonna get up out of here. But I do want to invite everybody on out.
60 to the block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna rock. Body out of ya. Shorty got that body out of ya. Hit it once, no time. Side up, fuck, you gon' kill my vibe. Stand on my money, don't know my side. Pick them sides, and you better choose wisely. That's my high. 1, 2, 3, 4, throw up the 5. That's my high. Damn.
Do want to invite everybody out to Libations. 4th of July weekend, Saturday, July 6th, Santa Monica, 3rd Street Promenade at Casa Martin's. Want to invite everybody on out. Come through, rock with us. The link is in the bio. Grab your tickets now. If you are I think it's a Cancer. Is it Cancers right now? Celebrating a birthday. If you are a Cancer and you're celebrating a birthday, come through. Come and celebrate your birthday with us, man. And click the link in the bio. Send us a DM. And let's rock out. 4th of July weekend. Saturday, July 6th.
Saturday, July 6th is what it is. 1251 3rd Street Promenade, Casa Martin, or Casa Martin, 3rd Street Promenade. It's gonna be great. 4th of July, come hang out with us. Is that a long weekend? So the 4th of July is on Thursday. Saturday is the 6th. Do people go to work on Friday? Yeah, right?
People go to work on Friday.
They do go to work on Friday.
People gonna take the Friday.
Take Friday off. Like, who goes to work on a Friday, July 5th? Come hang out.
Yeah, you get Thursday off, but you're back at work on Friday.
On Friday.
I bet a lot of people gonna take Friday off.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Come hang out with us, man. That's where we're gonna be.
That's a 4-day weekend. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, 4-day weekend.
Yeah. That's what it is. We'll see you guys on Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a great weekend. And we'll holler back at you. And keep your rose by your bedstand there. Well, Beth already got hers. Beth probably got hers in her hand.
Yeah. Well, she's about to get off and go to work. So
yeah, I mean, we know she's going to work. What kind of work? She's gonna exactly.
Yeah.
We out.